While 21 pupils who lost their lives in the Hillside Endarasha Academy fire will be buried next week. This as preparations for the reopening of the school continue ahead of the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment slated for next month. And as Margaret Kimathi reports, the school's owner David Kenyua Wambogo says the number of boarders at the school will also be reduced.
The aftermath of the fire tragedy at Hillside Endarasha Academy, a grim representation of the events of that Thursday night when 21 young souls were sniffed out. The owner of the school, David Kenyua Wambogo, expressing his sorrow and condoling with families that lost their children.
Nimefektiwa sana na hii kitu kwa sababu si kitu nilikuwa natarajia, na mimi mzazi na tumekaa na hao watoto miaka mingi, tuko na hao miaka 13 na tumezoeana wao. Hata mimi nimehuzunika sana na pia hata mimi nimekufiwa na watoto wengi.
2 weeks after the incident, the school's restoration is taking place ahead of the next month's KPSE examinations. The demolishment of the boys' dormitory is in progress for rebuilding. This is after the Directorate of Criminal Investigations officially handed over Hillside Endarasha Academy to the school administration, marking the start of preparations for its opening.
Tumetoa dom mahali ilikuwa inafanywa, pia hata tunataka kuipeleka mahali pengine. Tumeondoa hata njia ile watoto watakuwa wanapitia, especially boys, so that hawatakuwa na shida na trauma wakipitia mahali hiyo dom ilikuwa.
Kenyua says the number of boarding students will be reduced by 50% once the school reopens. Could this be an admission of the liability of the school, considering the ill-fated dormitory had more than 150 students?
Kwa sababu hatuna enough room for the boarders, tumeona watoto wale wa karibu kwanza wawe day scholars, so that we can afford to accommodate few boys. We have 97 boys wale ni boarders na pia 98 girls.
Acting Central Regional Commissioner Pius Morogo has said the government will complete its investigations into the Hillside fire tragedy by next week. The DCI report will also be accompanied by a DNA report by the forensic team, which will identify the victims.
We expect that the DNA matching should be complete and we shall be able to know the names of the victims and also matching with the bodies which are at Narumoro Hospital. So we expect it to conclude everything by next week to go to Memalisa Barrio.
Regarding the school's reopening, Morogo says the disaster committee had formed a subcommittee consisting of Ministry of Education officials tasked with ensuring that the school reopens as soon as it can.
To see how the school will be opened as soon as possible, so that the students are now going to be able to come back to school and resume their normal activities.
Only 2 learners from the school are still admitted in hospital. As preparations to reopen Hillside Endarasha Academy continue, the school's administration shall hold a meeting on Monday comprising of parents and the Ministry of Education, which is expected to give guidelines on the resumption of learning. Margaret Kimathi, NTV, at Endarasha in Nyeri County.